Matt, Jake, hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Charlie, hello to you too. If you are listening and you hear intermittent breathing, panting,
Yes.
moaning,
Yeah.
there is in fact the shop dog
Yes.
with us today.
Yes, Charlie.
Yeah.
He's 15.
Yep. Well, yeah, actually, that is the press release. We thought he was 16 going on 17, and
We did some investigative reporting. I pulled up
Yes.
the adoption papers, and he's actually
he's 15.
So
Wow.
we've got more years with him, so
Yes.
we're very happy.
Okay. Well, on that note, so when I adopted my cat, I had no idea what her birthday was. The information was not provided to me. So I just read about cat astrology and how the signs manifest in cats. And I decided that Violet must be a Cancer. And I gave her a birthday and I was like, I'm just going to celebrate June 27th.
I love
And
it.
then it turned out that the vet tech at the vet that I adopted her from had her brother, which no one even told me she had a brother and that they separated them. So that's another problem in itself. And she was like, oh, yeah, I know their birthday. It's July 2nd. And I was only a
So they
few
knew
days
all
off.
along.
Yeah,
and
but
they
in
were
the whole
always so
calendar
close.
year, I guess June
Yeah.
20th, I gave her a
that is
Cancer birthday.
amazing.
I
was
love
very
that.
proud of
I love
myself.
the name Violet too. I think that's such a like, fitting name.
I mean, I'm
So,
surprised it's not Iris.
You know what? Iris was a contender.
contender. Yeah.
But the more I looked at her, I was calling her a few names like the first day or two that I got her, and she just felt like Violet, and she has a sort of like a gray purpley kind of hue, so it just felt like she's a Violet.
Well, next time we have to bring Violet and do a Charlie and Violet.
Yeah, I wonder. Violet's a one animal gal. She's not a. I didn't know that, and I learned the hard way.
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah.
that's
Solo animal.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
He wants to be one. He lives with a cat, but yeah, I think he wants to be
Well,
one.
you know what? If you coexist, maybe that would help Violet and kind of.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're not here to talk about cats and dogs, so that could be a part 3 of this. I don't even think I said welcome to the perfume room. Welcome to the perfume room again, part 2.
Yes.
So Jake and Matt, for everybody who's been living under a rock, are the founders of Stéle, and we talked about maybe
Exactly a year ago, I think,
Exactly a year
almost.
ago?
Yeah, almost.
Okay, so we talked a year ago, and at this point, the store in Williamsburg had been open for 2 months.
I think
Yeah.
so, yeah. So we opened in April, and I think we spoke in June, which we're almost at. So, yeah, I think
Just to say, I feel deja vu right now, but
I do too. I feel like we've done this before, which we have.
but now
I feel like we
feel
were just here.
Yeah, the deja vu was warranted because this is part 2. But but so now we're back a year later.
Yeah.
I have never seen expansion like what I have seen from Stéle. You have opened a second location on Mott
Yes.
Street in the heart of the perfume, it's kind of in the best location because it's right adjacent to all of the perfume stuff, but it still feels like you have your own little kind of
Own
block
area.
or area. And you've had crazy success, so much organic press. You have events all the time. One of them we just recently partnered on.
Just did.
Nostalgia.
Nostalgia. Givaudan.
If you were
Rodrigo
lucky to
Forza.
come, it was amazing.
Yeah, I was saying we wrote a little recap after it, and I was like, when we were talking, I was just it just felt right that we would all be doing something together, beyond just the initial episode that we recorded.
Yeah.
It just felt right. It was a really amazing night.
Well, I felt honored to be included in it. And for anyone who didn't attend Florestalgia, basically, Givaudan, one of the major oil houses, approached you both and said, we want to do some sort of
Yeah.
exhibit, right? Or residency with you. How did
Yeah,
that happen?
I think we met them at the Arquiste event that we had in Williamsburg in
It was-
December, which is the last event that we had in Williamsburg thus far. But we just started talking to them about maybe something that we could do, and we kind of both had the idea of let's open up the vaults of Givaudan and let people experience some of Rodrigo's perfumes that maybe no one would get to experience or anything, but they kind of came up with something even more exciting. Rodrigo making 7 exclusive fragrances for us, which was really amazing.
Yeah, that's incredible. And also, I just think completely unprecedented because to work, I've just never seen an oil house work with a retailer. I just think that's a really unique thing. And the fact that it wasn't a sales thing of this is a thing that's
Right.
on sale. It was genuinely just for the love of perfume from, in my opinion, the person who starts the process to the person who finishes it, from the perfumer's desk all the way to the store shelf, just highlighting floral. So
Yeah.
And that is the hallmark of Stéle, for the love of fragrances.
Oh,
All of our events are just the love of fragrances, celebrating fragrances, celebrating perfumers, celebrating the people that are obsessed with fragrances.
Yeah.
They're not so much sales events, although we do need your money and we need you to buy
we do
shit.
need people to buy.
But I say that a
support
lot.
Stéle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
it's just there. It highlights what we love to do the most, which is highlight the artistry and the craft in it, without in this case with zero return. More of an expense on our side. Not saying they were dying on a cross for it, but
No.
I think that was really a moment for us to just say, this is who we are. And doing it with Givaudan couldn't be more amazing.
Yeah.
Incredible.
And I think like, obviously most of the events that we have are with like independent perfumers and all that. And I guess Givaudan's obviously a bigger company, but Rodrigo is a person who, you know, has created perfume for a very long time. And it was really nice to be able to highlight that in a different way. I guess it wasn't just like a brand. We didn't need to sell something. We didn't need to that. It was just kind of like created a celebration for a week, which was really nice. And I think there may be a part 2. So we'll be keep a lookout for all that.
Exciting. Okay, more to come.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm also really impressed by the way that you've approached the strategy behind the Mott Street store. You launched 100 perfumes in a single day.
Yes.
That
which
was
is a crazy headline.
Yes.
More attention on that, please.
Yes, thank you.
Can you explain how you launched 100 perfumes in one day?